Burkina Faso, a lot of great things going on to progress them forward. Okay? But then when you look at the military part of it, knowing that that's the epicenter of global terrorism.
Hello everyone, this time I come up with one thing so that we can be careful and vigilant against the technique, dden methods, or any maneuver that can be used to distract or to destroy the images of countries, especially those countries to defend Africa, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. All of us, we know that the U.S. General, Mr. Langley, has said Burkina Faso is an epicenter of terrorism. And we didn't understand what he meant, maybe. But also, the New York Post has also written that there are terror networks thriving in Africa could pose threat to U.S. Top general warns growing more aggressive. You can see in that in those countries, Burkina Faso were there, and other African countries, that those terror networks are thriving in Africa could pose threat to U.S. And recently, my dear lovely family, in the U.S. violation, we saw someone who hid his face killing or raising the flag of Burkina Faso in the middle of violation. These people, they are trying to, sometimes, this is just precaution. They're trying to use, sometimes they use these kind of methods or technique to make the accusation prove or to make the accusation a true thing. So as Africans, I think we must stop this propaganda before it starts. While we are fighting and we are trying to do everything to protect our heroes, Captain Traoré, Assimi Goïta, Abdulrahman Tiani, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, and others, we must also make sure that we are not silent when it comes to things like this, that the one who killed that flag is not representing us. We are not the part of those things in United States of America. What happened there, it is their own. So they can use this or these things to say that maybe these Sahelian countries are supporting violation in their countries, so they can come to us. So we need to be careful. That's why this time I'm come up with this thing that we need to be vigilant. We need to be careful. And our brothers and sisters in America, black people, make sure that when it comes things like this, make sure that you defend us, because we know what these people want to us. They did the same things to Gaddafi. They created environment where Gaddafi seemed as a terrorist sponsor. And right now you heard U.S. General saying that Burkina Faso is an epicenter of terrorism. The thing that is not true. You saw yourself when the U.S. accused South Africa that there's white genocide in South Africa. The thing that is not okay. So we need to be vigilant, and we need to raise our voices that those who are doing those things are not part of us. We Africans, we have nothing to do with what is happening there. We are defending our motherland. We are working hard to improve our own life here in the continent of Africa. So, because if we are keeping silent, they will use this image or these things as a proof for them to invade us. And we know that they hunger with us because we have taken control of our natural resources, especially in Burkina Faso, in Mali, in Niger. And Niger has expelled and closed U.S. drone base. So they are not happy. So they are trying to find a reason how they can come to us. So we must not allow these things to happen. That's why I'm asking to my brothers and sisters in the diaspora there that if things like this happened, we don't need to be part of those things. And we know normal Africans cannot do like that. We know this is a puppet. This is someone, and he's the one who is in the system. He knows what he's doing. This is not accidental. This is purpose, because that is not an African. If you look very keen, there's no black people there. All are white people. So maybe it's someone who was elected to do so. And you may ask yourself why this photo was taken and who took this photo. So you can understand it's just a single flag. So there's something behind of this thing. So as Africans, we need to be vigilant, to come together and to stop this propaganda before it starts. They will start like that in many African countries where they came and punished the African leaders, African countries. They started like that. So, and they want to tell the world that Burkina Faso or African countries are involving in violation in their countries. They think that is not true. Or they can say that these are an internal issues, sovereignty. We are interfering in the sovereignty. So they can fight with us. So, my dear lovely family, maybe you have no good words to speak about this matter. But if you understand what I mean, I'm trying to precaution ourselves, to warn ourselves, and to be careful as Africans that what's happening in America, violation in America, we are not part of those things. We Africans, we are busy with our own issues, especially in Sahel, in the Horn of Africa, in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the one who waving that flag is not with us. And he has his own interest. And we know, we have experienced many things like this. So we need to be careful and we need to be vigilant. These people, they're finding reasons to invade us, to punish us. So we must be careful. So all of us, we must raise our voices and say to those who are doing this stupid thing that stop it. We are not happy with what you are doing. You are polluting. We are distracting our images. We don't need to see the flag of African countries in this violation. Maybe we can, if it is protests to defend or to raise the voice, it's okay. But in violation like this, I think it is not okay. It is not okay to see the flag of Burkina Faso. Maybe it is people who are in French people. We know they are not happy with Sahel. So we must understand that we have enemies everywhere. So they can use this opportunity trying to pollute and for them to prove that we are part of their problem, but we are not part of their problem. If they want to blame us, let us blame us, but we are not part of their problems. So, my dear lovely family, friends, I have no more to share, but I'm just precautioning and trying to warn ourselves and to be vigilant about technique and methods, propaganda that can make them prove that we are part of their problems. So let us leave them solving their own problems. Yes, we have brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Yes, they are part of us, but in this violation, we are not part of that. After that, my dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, thank you for watching. See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa. Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make African great. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Africa.